So as we see the girls start, here, and it's Brick and Wilson out to the lead, and we will now throw down to a presentation.
Oh yeah, we'll actually grab one. Oh. How you going, you man? You going okay in there?
Yeah, everything's.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. This is running pretty smoothly.
As we see Charlotte Wilson off to a good lead there. Brick and Kito are chasing. We will now go to the presentations for the men's 3,000 metre state championship of Victoria. In third place, in a time of 9:03.93, representing Athletics Essendon, Toby O'Brien. And presentations are to be made by multiple Australian record holder Craig Mottram. In second place, and silver medalists in a time of 8:58.58, representing St Stephen's Harriers, James Coleman. And the gold medalist, a new Victorian champion in a time of 8:56.17, representing Melbourne University, Riley Shaw. So congratulations to the medalists there in the men's 3,000 metre steeplechase championship. As we look down and we see Charlotte Wilson already established about a 40-metre break over the field into lap 2 here of the women's event. Simone Brick, South Melbourne, in a second position. Annabelle Kitto in third. Then we drop back to Twining. And also Turner from Melbourne University, with Deej just coming to the outside of them. So Wilson through the water jump again, quite cleanly. We look back and we see Brick will be the next one approaching the water. So a little bit less fluid through the water jump, and then Kitto looking good as she moves through the second of the water barriers. And Wilson coming down to face 5 laps to go in the 3,000 metre steeplechase for women. So 9:55 the PB for Charlotte Wilson. She is the standout performer in this field. 10:58 the PB for Brick. The South Melbourne runner currently in the silver medal position. She took 4th last year in this event. Wilson winning from Palek and also McSweeney. So Deej moving through into 4th position, as she tends to do down the running sections. So she hurdles that one. Twining a lot more clean over in the next position, and then Turner. But the gap now extending to about 80 metres. So Wilson is just running away from this early stages here in this steeplechase. So approaching the next of the barriers, so the water jumps. So relatively cleanly through Charlotte Wilson. As we look at the technique of the others, and Wilson definitely has the best water jumping style. Very controlled as she goes through. As we see Brick approaching her next water jump. So that was a better jump from Brick. Bit of a smile on the face as she went through, knowing she'd nailed that one. That put a lot of gap then into Kitto, who was gaining on each of those water barriers on the previous laps. So Wilson leading by 100 metres now, 4 laps to go. As I said, she's got a best of 9:55. She's won this 2 times before. She's going for the 3-peat. Then she'll be 1 win short of Victoria's Mitchell's record of 4 individual wins in this event. So Brick also coming through to get 1 lap to go. Kitto, the South Australian, in next position. Interesting battle for the next place as we see Twining and also Turner hurdling. Deej having to put her hands over the barrier each time. So Deej with the superior leg speed, but without the hurdling technique of the other two, which is creating this cat and mouse game as they go through lap after lap.
Get these two, you know you can.
So as we see Wilson over again, that one a little less clean than the previous ones, but still with a commanding lead in this event. And just to call out for our women's open shot put competitors, you are required back at the event site at 7:35. So 7:35 for our women open shot putters back at the event site. So 3 to go, Charlotte Wilson, Athletics Essendon, Simone Brick through the water once again, putting a distance now on Annabelle Quito. So Quito's best, I think it's around the 11-minute mark, 11:49. As we see Wilson striding out beautifully to head towards the back straight. And a little bit of a gap now with the competitors who are seeing Twining and also Turner starting to run away from Deej. So 3 to go for Brick. Quito coming down, 3 to go. Gap now of about 35 metres to Brick. Looking 50 metres down the track then, and it's Twining and also Turner. They're vying for the bronze medal now in the Victorian Championship, with Quito being the interstater. So Wilson approaching the water jump. Should be coming down to get 2 laps to go. The gap now about 160 metres over Brick. Another 50 metres back to Quito.
Keep rolling.
So just another call out for the open women's shot put competition. Please report to the event site at 7:35, so that is in 5 minutes time. Open women's shot put to the event site at 7:35. As we see Simone Brick coming down, 2 laps to go. So Quito, best of 11:49, she's coming down also to get 2 laps to go. As we see Charlotte Wilson approaching her second last water jump, and not so clean on that one, having to pull up, but a big lead of 200 metres at the moment. As we see Turner and also Twining coming through, 2 laps to go, and that's the battle for the bronze medal.
Go to work, Ricky, go to work.
So Charlotte Wilson over the barrier. She'll come through to get 1 lap to go on her last lap here. This will be 3 championship wins for Charlotte Wilson. So the bell rings. Wilson, 9:08. So we're probably looking at winning time around the 10:25, 10:30 mark at the moment. As we see Simone Brick down the stretch, approaching 100 metres to go to get that bell. So Wilson into the back straight now. She's got lap runners as her potential target to drive her through on this final stage of this 3,000 metre journey. And Simone Brick, she'll be coming through now to get the lap, the bell here for her first championship medal of Victoria. So Twining's just made a bit of a break on Turner, and that's the battle for the bronze medal. as we see Charlotte Wilson up and over that one a little bit better than the previous lap. So Wilson now rounding the bend. She'll be coming down to take victory here in this women's open 3,000 metres, her third victory in a row. So Charlotte Wilson safely over the last barrier. Let's get behind our Victorian champion. 3 in a row for Wilson. I believe that's not been done before. So third historic victory here. Charlotte Wilson takes it out. 10:39.49 unofficial as we look down the track, and 200 metres out is Simone Brick from South Melbourne. One more water jump for Simone as we see her approach the jump safely up and over, and one more barrier for Simone Brick between her and the silver medal in the Victorian Championship here. So Brick clears the barrier.
Everyone's done.
So straight run home. Kitto's in the water jump for the last time. She's in third position. The invitation medal there will go to her as we look down the battle for that bronze medal for the Victorian Championships, as Brick will stop the clock at about 11:30, just under, and Kitto now approaching her final barrier. So Kitto safely over, and it looks like Twining from the Yarra Rangers. She'll take that third position in the Victorian Championship. Just one barrier between her now and that bronze medal, and she's safely over. So Olivia Twining and Ruby Turner, great battle for that position as we see them come across the line. So Twining will take it just over the 12-minute mark for her. And then we'll throw down to presentations with Ross Cunningham.
Thanks, Tim. Presentation now for the under-20 women's long jump, and receiving the bronze.